Hello?
Hello, this is Susan Georgian.
Hello, Susan.
And I'd like to ask Olivia something. Do you get nervous in front of people when you sing?
I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you get nervous in front of people?
Depends. So I always get a little bit nervous before I go on, and then I guess I've got used to it now and I can control my nerves a bit, but I always have a little bit of nerves, yes.
Oh, because I really like the way you sing and everything.
Thank you.
And I was glad at the awards when you won, the awards, the music awards.
Thank you very much.
I was really glad for you.
So was I.
Okay, that's
Thanks a lot, Susan.
Thank you, Susan, for your call. Hello, this is Bill Moran on KABC Talk Radio, and you know who you're talking to.
Hello, Bill. Olivia, this is Russ from Whittier.
Hi.
Bill, I got a bonus for you. You just got your saying.
Okay, go ahead.
Robert Hilburn.
Yes, go ahead.
I happen to feel he's a good writer, because he's a rock writer, and I think he's fine for what he does.
I think he's a good writer, but I think that occasionally he criticizes for the sake of criticizing. I don't think he's open enough. I think there's all kinds of good music. Everything doesn't have to be Bruce Springsteen.
I agree to that. I admire most of the stuff Olivia does, but I like, most of the songs, I don't like when you hear them like every 5 minutes. Like, you're turning the dial, the same song, you turn it another dial and the same song again.
Yeah, he's talking about the element of top 40 radio where they play 20 tunes and it's over and over again.
Right.
Don't you listen to FM?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, that you're pretty safe there.
Hey, Bill, what did you mean? What do you mean that glitter rock is not where it's at?
Well, I'm saying it's not the mainstay of popular music, which it's not.
Because, the people won't let it be on TV because bands like Kiss, they couldn't put their stage show on Mike Douglas.
Well, Kiss has done some television, and David Bowie's done some television, and Alice Cooper's done some television, and they're certainly all in the glitter rock area.
I guess it's because the main people who watch television, especially on a Mike Douglas, are probably young housewives going up to 45-year-old housewives,
Yeah,
they're not the people that buy Kiss,
They had the Bay City Rollers on, and they're about as bad as you can get.
Well, they played them on a Saturday night. That's right. But I agree with you. They're not. But again, they were going for the teeny bopper crowd, and you see what it did to Howard Cosell, right?
Yeah.
He's off the air. I thank you very, very much for your call, and I know Clive Davis would love to hear from you. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, hello, Bill. This is Tina in Los Angeles. My husband is here,
Okay.
and he happens to like Olivia. And I was wondering on the Grammy Awards, what are you up for? Or do you know?
What am I up for? I think I'm up for most popular female vocalist.
Most popular female singer.
With what?
With Have You Never Been Mellow?
Oh, yes. I like that song.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm.
That and I Honestly Love You. What inspired you to write that?
I didn't write it. I wish I had.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, who did?
A gentleman from Australia called
Oh.
Peter Allen, who wrote that song.
Oh,
He was
very
married.
good.
He was married to Liza Minnelli, and I thank you for your call. And right now, let's talk about air conditioning.
At Saab, our philosophy takes into consideration that at one time or another, every driver faces the unexpected. That's why Saab is built to steer clear of it. First, Saab has front-wheel drive. This means your car is pulled rather than pushed around corners, so there's less chance of a skid. Saab also has rack and pinion steering. Its quick response and ease of handling has given it a reputation as the most precise steering system in the world. Saab also has a fuel-injected 2-liter overhead cam engine that gets from 0 to 60 in 9.5 seconds and meets all state and federal emission standards without a catalytic converter. To make sure Saab stops as well as it moves, it has power-assisted disc brakes on all 4 wheels. If you're going out to face the unexpected, drive the car that's well prepared for it. Saab, it's what a car should be.
I feel like it's the whole L.A. Philharmonic Orchestra there with air conditioning units. Free air conditioning with purchase of a new Saab during the month of February from participating dealers. And right now it's 3:51 here on KABC Talk Radio. And I want to dedicate this next spot to Paul Anka, who is involved very much with Eastman Kodak. Photo fans, it's Camera Day at the Santa Anita Raceway tomorrow, President's Day. And you can save 75 cents on admission. So see your participating photo dealer now for special discount coupons and details and plenty of Kodak film. And then get ready to photograph horses and jockeys in the paddock. And then later, the great races. The horses break out of the starting gates for the first race at 12:45. Be sure and get there early for some great shots. Remember, Kodak soundtrack film for The Times of Your Life. And, of course, The Times of Your Life was recently a top 10 record for Paul Anka on United Artists Records. And right now, we're going to take another time out.
Fella come through Rio Grande Valley the other day. He was a nice sort. Want to know what all them beautiful trees was out there along the road. I told him there's grapefruit trees, and I gave him a couple of these here ruby red. Yeah, you know, he came back a little later and said the sweetest fruit he ever tasted. I said I wouldn't be surprised. We call it Texas sweet because it's sweet, and it's from Texas.
Alrighty, partner. Howdy. Texas Sweet is available at the following markets: Dale's, Boy's, Thrifty Mart, and Market Basket. So get some today. And right now we're back with a young lady from Australia. I guess you've been to Texas, though, have you?
I sure have.
Oh, of course.
Sure have.
You haven't lived until you've been to Texas. And right now we're going back on the lines. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John, and I hope Robert Hilburn's listening. Hello.
Hi, Olivia.
Hello.
I'm Leanne Northway, and I've liked you ever since your records came out, and that you've been on TV and everything you've been.
Thank you.
And I've gotten all your albums, and I listen to them almost every day.
Oh, that's nice.
And I would like to ask you, when is the next time you're going to be in Las Vegas?
No, oh, heavens. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm due to go back there, but as yet we haven't booked the exact time. But I'm sure that they'll advertise it plenty in advance, and I hope you'll come to the show.
Oh, well, then I'd like to ask you, what kind of songs are you going to be on your new album?
Well, I've got some quite well-known songs that you might know. Jolene, you know, the country song Jolene, and Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, and my new single is a Bee Gees song called Come On Over. And then I've got a few original songs, and I've got a very old English traditional folk song called Greensleeves. So it's quite varied. And
Greensleeves?
Yes. I did that with guitar, and then we added like a male choir, like the King's Singers. I really hope you enjoy it because it's a bigger sound than I've used before. So I'll be crossing my fingers that you like it.
Oh, I'm sure I'll probably get that album, too.
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I'm glad you will, and thank you very much for your call.
Bye.
This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hello, this is Barry.
Hi,
Barry.
Barry.
I want to speak to Olivia Newton-John.
She's right
I'm
here.
right here. Hi.
When you come to Las Vegas, do you appear at the Riviera Hotel?
Yes, I do.
And when is the next time you're going to be there?
Well, I just answered this question. You must have just missed out on my answer.
Yeah,
I haven't booked as to when I'm coming back, but it'll probably be the end of this year sometime or early next year.
And are you in any relationship related to Elton John?
No, we're good friends, but we're not related. But
They
a
might
lot
have
of
met.
people,
Yeah.
there are a lot of rumors that we were married at one time, but they're untrue.
No, they only met on the Yellow Brick Road. Okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hi, Olivia. This is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
I was wondering if you're having any motion picture projects in the future.
Well, I've had a lot of offers, but as yet I haven't found a script that I felt I could do or that suited me in any way, but I'm reading a lot. But I'm crossing my fingers I'll find something this year, but so far nothing.
Well, congratulations on the American Music Awards, too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
One place you play in Tahoe is Harrah's.
Yes,
right?
great
and
place.
now it is a great place. And now let's hear fanfare for Harrah's.
Harrah's invents a whole new season. Around Reno and Tahoe, we call it Harrah's Red Hot Winter. It's a simple invention. You just pretend it's summer. You book stars like Frank Sinatra, Bill Cosby, Sammy Davis, Glenn Campbell, Charlie Rich, and suddenly things start heating up. Outdoors, the skiers are all getting suntans. Indoors, the fun and games are generating a warm glow 24 hours a day. Right now, Harrah's Red Hot Winter means you can catch Toady Fields in Reno, and at Lake Tahoe, Merle Haggard. We didn't invent superstars, gourmet dining, luxury hotels, or the beautiful Sierra. We just put it all together into one red hot winter. Now, at Harrah's.
Come to Harrah's, come to life.
Boy, Monday through Thursday, it's the Radio City Music Hall review featuring the Rockettes. For this show, special low prices are in effect at Harrah's Tahoe, also the home of Olivia Newton-John.
Why let a stopped-up drain spoil your whole day? Call Roto-Rooter. Their radio-controlled trucks will get your message fast, and you'll have help in a hurry. Roto-Rooter will razor clean your drains till they're just like new, with no inconvenience to you.
Roto-Rooter, call Roto-Rooter.
Roto-Rooter. Find Roto-Rooter fast in the white pages of your local telephone directory, service throughout Southern California. Well, it's been Dodger Day at Dodger Stadium with the Trojans today. And Vin Scully, what do you have to say?
Hi, this is Vin Scully with a great gift suggestion idea for you. Gift certificates for Dodger games in '76. Certificates are available for $3 reserve seats, $4 box seats. State the number of tickets you'd like. Send a check to Los Angeles Dodgers, Post Office Box 100, Los Angeles 90080. Gift certificates will make a great gift, and the person receiving the certificate can exchange it for tickets to any Dodger game in 1976. Do it, and we'll see you at Dodger Stadium.
We certainly will. We'll see you at Dodger Stadium. The season is just around the corner. Don't forget, after ABC News and Sports, we got another full hour with Olivia Newton-John. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Olivia.
Hello.
My name is Suzette.
Hi, Suzette.
And I would like to, well, Olivia, you've been thanking everybody, and I would like to turn the tables and thank you. You have brought more pleasure to more people than any other female recording artist in history, and I personally would like to thank you for all the joy you've brought to me.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and I thank you very much for your call, and I want to give out some phone numbers for the second hour with Olivia Newton-John. In Los Angeles, we are at 870-7263. In the San Fernando Valley and Simi Valley, 981-7900. In Orange County, 638-5151. In the Long Beach Compton area in San Pedro, 639-2036. In the Glendale, Burbank, Pasadena area and Eagle Rock, 244-0790. In the Eastern Metropolitan area in the San Gabriel Valley, we are at 579-5986. And in the South Bay area, we are at 644-0790. Olivia Newton-John has won every major award there is to win. She's won the Dick Clark American Music Awards, and she's won the Grammy Awards, and the People Awards, and motion pictures are around the corner, as is television. Right here on Talk Radio 79, KABC Los Angeles. We'll be back following ABC News and Sports with a reminder that in 2 weeks we'll be back with the Grammy Awards, and we'll be talking to Andy Williams. Also, coming up on future shows, we will have Mac Davis, Bing Crosby, Steve Lawrence, and Edie Gourmet, and some of the biggest stars in show business. We're cutting across every major type performer in every form of popular music. We're also planning on doing a show on the classical music scene. Right here on Talk Radio 79, KABC Los Angeles. We'll see you following ABC News and Sports.
KABC is your USC Trojan station.
Where do you get your hair done?
Here you go, free advertisement for my hairdresser.
Right.
I have it done by a gentleman on Sunset Boulevard, and his name is Arthur Johns.
Arthur who?
Arthur Johns, Johns. Am I allowed to say this?
Sure.
And he's on top of the Don Hill hairdressing salon. And you can probably get in through the book. And he...
Dunhill?
Don Hill. He has his own sort of studio on top of that salon. And Arthur was the first hairdresser that I ever had my hair done by in America. I was very nervous when I came to this country because I had the same hairdresser for about 8 years. And luckily for me, I found him, and he's excellent. So,
oh, well, you always just look great.
Thank you.
And I like to know because I'm going to try.
Okay, good luck.
Okay, we'll meet you at the hairdresser. This is Bill Moran, and we're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John. And fashion, boy, she certainly represents beauty and incredible talent. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Olivia, this is Mark, and I'm from Hawthorne, and I'm one of your good fans. And I was wondering, who's your favorite singer besides yourself?
Not myself, that's for sure. Oh, well, I went through a list before, and I like an awful lot of people. Every time I listen to the radio, I hear somebody else that I like. But I think from the past, Dionne Warwick has always been one of my favorites from when I first started singing, and that's why I tried to put into words on the night of the American Music Awards. Really what I was trying to say is that she was the greatest singer. When I first started singing, she was the one that I listened to and looked up to, and she's still fantastic. That's what I was trying to say when I fumbled over those words. And now there are just dozens of people I like.
From John
all my
Denver
contemporaries. I think all the girls that are having success at the moment are great, and I admire all their work. Linda Ronstadt and Joni Mitchell and... oh, heavens. I get stuck on a master's question.
What kind of horse do you have?
I have a Tennessee Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ridden one of those?
Nope.
Yeah, he's quite something.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, we'll see you out at the ranch. Thanks for your call. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John, who's lighting up Los Angeles. Hello? Yes?
Olivia.
Yes.
Turn your radio on. Off.
on.
Hello,
Okay.
I'm here.
Go
Olivia,
ahead.
Yes.
it's on.
Yes, speak to me.
Go ahead. Fire a
Do
question.
you feel success has changed your life?
Changed my life. Yeah, I guess it has to some extent. I've
Ma'am,
been,
if you don't shut the radio off, we're going to have to get rid of the call. Please turn your radio down.
Can you hear me? Hello? I think she's gone off the air.
Olivia,
Yes.
do you feel success has changed your life in any way?
Well, I've been in show business for about 11 years now, and so I've always been used to success of some kind, not obviously to the extent that it has been in the past couple of years, but singing and doing what I do is a way of life. The more successful, of course, your standards change. I mean, your way of life changes, your standard of living changes, rather, not your standards. It has to change a certain way, and of course, the more successful you get, the more people know you. I'm very spoilt by, getting good seats in restaurants and things like that, which I never would have had the chance of having before. It does change you, but it's all relative to your growth.
You often wondered, when you're a consumer and you go into a store to buy appliances, is it difficult a lot of the time because they recognize you?
No, people are very, very nice and helpful, and they don't bug me in any way. They're just very nice.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very, very much for your call. If you're shopping for that special accent piece or an entire living room, Barker Brothers has money-saving news for you. Right now, Barker Brothers is celebrating Washington's birthday with a store-wide home furnishing sale so great that only Barker Brothers could do it. This holiday weekend, you can save 10 to 30% on hundreds of quality furniture pieces by America's most famous makers. So don't delay even a minute longer. Go to the Barker Brothers Showplace store nearest you. You'll be very glad you did. That word for Barker Brothers, and right now on KABC Talk Radio, we're looking at 418. Hello, this is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio.
Hello, Bill Moran. This is Dick Clark. I was just calling in to say I was rather envious of you.
Hello.
How are you, Dick?
Man sitting there with that lovely creature.
How are you, Dick?
Has anybody warned you, Olivia, that you're not in the best of hands?
Not yet. You're the first. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry. I must honestly confess I'm not listening because I'm about 4 miles from you over in the television studio. So I don't know what you've covered, but something's been bothering me for years.
What's that?
When I was in England, I saw a picture of you in a music trade paper.
Yeah.
Fell immediately in love and said, gee, if that girl could only sing, she'd be a star. What was the trade paper I saw? You remember?
Oh, heavens. It could have been Disc or Melody Maker or something like that.
And it was long before you were even making records.
Really?
Is that possible?
It could have been when I was in a group. That's probably what it was, and no one knew that we made records. We did, but no one was aware of it.
Well, that was the way I was. I didn't know. What was the group?
The group was called Tomorrow, and we were a put-together group in the style of the Monkees in a way. There were 3 boys and myself. And John Kirshner and Harry Saltzman, it was a joint venture of theirs. And we made a film. And one of the publicity photos of mine was put out everywhere, but no one was aware that I sang it then either.
Bill, have you covered with this lady what her fondest dreams are? I mean, she's got enough awards to fill 4 rooms, and everybody's fighting over her services. Has she divulged yet this afternoon what she wants eventually to do?
No, she really hasn't.
You're the first to ask me. Heavens, I don't know. I think eventually, I can't imagine that I'll ever get tired of singing, but I'd like it to get to the extent where I can stay at home more and be surrounded with animals. I like a farm, actually, and to be able to just spend time looking after animals and riding and being very lazy and just making albums, I think, is what I'd like to do.
Bill, excuse me, I've lost connection with you.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll never know what that tells me.
We will.
I'll have to call you, Dick.
Yeah. I just want to double check.
I can't hear your answers, but I just wanted to say hello and warn you about Moran because he's dangerous, and wish you continued good luck and all good things.
The one thing, Dick, that Olivia did mention, she wants to live on a farm with animals and have the peaceful, tranquil type life.
And get away from the rat race.
Yeah.
Spend all of your life wanting to get into the rat race, then you have to get out.
Right.
Hey, Godspeed, my dear. I love you a lot, and much good luck.
Thank you for calling, Dick. That's very nice.
Congratulations on an excellent show, too, Dick.
Thank you. You said nice things, and I appreciate it very much. The work of a small army.
Okay, partner. Take care. Thanks for the call, Dick. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio. Hopefully everything's back in order with Olivia Newton-John.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Sandy, and I was just wondering how you got your last name.
My dad gave it to me. It's the family name, and my father is Welsh, and where he came from in Wales, John was a very common name, sort of, like it is anywhere, I suppose, like Smith. And so the family, I don't know if it was his father or a couple of generations before, decided to use my grandmother's maiden name and put Newton-John together, which they do quite a lot in England, and that's it, and that's a traditional name.
Oh, because I saw you on the Dinah Shore show and got confused when you explained that before.
Yeah. You get it now.
I was also wondering what religion you were.
Beg your pardon?
What religion?
What religion am I? Ah, now you've got me. I was baptized Presbyterian, and I went to Church of England school, so I'd say I don't sort of practice, I don't go to church regularly, so I don't sort of say but what religion I am particularly, but that's what I was baptized.
Oh, got another question?
I was wondering how Jackson was to your dog.
How what?
How Jackson is.
Oh, he's fantastic, thank you. Actually, there's a story behind him. I was working in a place called Jackson, Mississippi, and at a rodeo, and a young boy rang me up and said that he knew that I liked red setters because I used to have some when I lived in England, and that he just had a litter of puppies and he'd like me to have the best puppy of his litter as it was his first litter. And I said, no, I can't do it. I've got one dog already because I already had a Great Dane. But of course he brought it round to the hotel and I fell in love with him, and that was it. And he was only 6 weeks old at the time, but even then he was incredibly intelligent, and I had him freighted back to me after the tour when he was 6 weeks old, and he took the name of the place I got him in, and he's a really brilliant dog. Usually setters are a bit crazy, but he's really special.
He's really beautiful.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thanks a lot for your interest in the animals. And this is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John. Need we say more?
Yes, I'd like to speak to Olivia.
Hello.
And first of all, I'd like to say that I'm a great fan of yours.
Thank you.
I hope that you fully recovered from your horseball.
Yes, I have, thank you.
And I write fan mail to you all the time, so I received those printed letters and those picture postcard of yours, and I have a question concerning that.
Yes.
And you know your signature, the first name Olivia, I was wondering whether that loop at the end of the name represented an E or an A.
Olivia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I also have all of your albums, and I especially like your song Changes, about the impact of divorce on a child.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think you've written a song called Rosewater, and I wondered if you were ever going to release that.
Actually, I'd like to redo that one day, because I recorded it in England, and it's never been released in this country, so maybe I will.
Yes, and I have one more question. I think I've heard the following songs on a radio station locally, and I think you've recorded them.
Yes.
I think it's If,
Yes,
No
I did.
Regrets, and
Yeah.
Lullaby.
Right.
I'm right on all three accounts. And, okay, on a closing note, I hope you continue to write wonderful songs. I'm looking forward to see your special on ABC TV. Seeing it then on Convention Center on the 23rd.
Of March, that's correct.
Success. Okay.
Thank you. You should be my PR man.
Thank you, and we'll pass that on to Paul Block from Rogers & Cowan, who's a fine publicist. Thank you for your call. You know, Olivia, we got into an interesting area there with that particular question in one of the songs relative to divorce. I'd like to talk a little bit about what your plans are in terms of the future. Do you see yourself as one day wanting to get married and have a family and that whole number?
Yes, I think so. I guess that's something that I feel I have a lot to do yet with my career and such, and when I have a family I want to devote my time to them, and so when I feel that I've accomplished everything I want to in this business, then I think that's the time that I want a family.
Again, the song that the caller referred to that delved into divorce, this is a song I'm not too familiar with.
It's a song I wrote.
Yeah.
And it's about the effect of, it's about a woman actually singing to her man who they've obviously split up, and then she's talking about what are we going to tell the children. And my parents are divorced, and my sister's divorced, so I have lived through a lifetime of seeing it happen to people that are very close to me, and that's why I wrote the song.
So, in other words, you've got the personal experience of seeing it around you with people who are very, very close to you. Okay, let's take another call. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Veronica.
Hello.
And I wanted to know what your favorite song was out of all of the ones that you've recorded.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Somebody's going to be mad.
Yeah. I shouldn't answer this on the grounds it may incriminate me. I like all of them, because that's why I recorded them in the first place, because I picked them because they're all special to me in some way. But I guess of one particular favourite would have to be Honestly Love You, because that was a really special song. I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime song, and I just hope that I can find another one like it. Have You Never Been Mellow was also rather special to me. And each album I do, I find another song. You know, on my next album I have a song called Pony Ride, which is quite special to me. But
why is it?
I have lots. I don't know, it's just very different. And it sort of forms a picture in your mind when you're listening to it, I think. I hope.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah, and I want to know, will you be at the Forum?
Will I be at the Forum?
In Los Angeles?
No, I'll be at the Anaheim.
You'll only be at the Anaheim?
Yes.
Anaheim, that's okay. It's not that far out. Anaheim Convention Center, you know.
Yeah.
You go out to Disneyland now and then, don't you? Knott's Berry Farm, and, you know, you get your mother and dad to take you to all these wonderful places.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get your mother and dad to take you to see Olivia Newton-John, March 23rd at the Anaheim Convention Center.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, Veronica.
Thanks for your call. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John and her hot tea. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, this is David.
Hey, David.
Hi, David.
Hi. How are you since your horse accident?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fully recovered.
When is your new album coming out?
My new album's coming out on March the 1st. And we've been rushing it through because of the accident. All the photographs and things were held up, so we've had to do it really quickly, but it should be out. Keep my fingers crossed on March the 1st.
Okay.
When will you be appearing, or if will you be appearing at the Greek Theater?
I have no plans for the Greek Theatre, just Anaheim at the moment.
James Niederlander would like to know that. He's the one that's booking the Greek, and I'll tell you one thing, this summer is going to be really wild in L.A. You've got the Universal Amphitheater, and you've got the Greek Theater, and they're bidding like crazy for top-notch talent. I know that the Greek Theater's got Neil Diamond and Harry Belafonte.
Fantastic.
And the Universal Amphitheater's got John Denver and Neil Sedaka, so there should be some interesting things going on. L.A. is going to be getting a lot of great talent this summer, and thank you very much for your call. Right now it's 4:28 on KABC Talk Radio, and let's hear this word for Central Chrysler. Just friends, lovers no more. Isn't he? He's the greatest. Bill Balance, one of the funniest guys in the business. And right now we're going to the phones. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia.
Hello?
Hello.
I'd like to talk to Olivia.
What's your name?
Gail.
Hi, Gail.
I'm here.
Olivia?
Yes.
I just want to say that I think you're the most fantastic singer there ever was.
Oh, thank you.
And I was wondering, my teacher said that you were going to be in a movie. Is that true?
No, not at the moment. I haven't made one in America yet, but I hope that maybe next year I'll find something that I can do.
I read in one of the trades there was talk that you might play Doris Day in a film.
Well, no, there's been nothing planned. We just, someone was interested in buying the book, but there's no plans to make a movie of it.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, Sarah, Sarah. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Happy belated Valentine's Day.
Well, thank you. Same to you.
This is Paula from Orange.
Hey, Paula.
I have a question for you, Olivia, but before I ask it, I want you to know we have a common interest, and that's I ride horses, too.
Oh, right.
I ride English.
Yes, so do I.
Well, my question is, well, whatever your answer is, I can accept it. I know you'll be honest with me, and that's why I'm asking you. I'm interested in meeting all kinds of people in show business. I love them all, and I'd especially like to meet you and have a conference with you. Am I dreaming, or is this possible? And where and when and how can I go about doing it?
Well, the best thing I suggest is that you get in touch with my office, and it's very difficult for me, you see, because I have an awful lot of requests from fans to meet me, and if I meet one and not everybody else, then it's a little bit unfair. So it would be rather difficult, but maybe sometime if I'm doing a concert, I could arrange for you to come backstage.
Well, I'm planning on coming to your March concert at the Convention Center.
Okay, well, why don't you get in touch with my office and tell them you're going to be there, and maybe I can meet you for a minute, okay?
Where is your office?
It's, oh heavens. Yeah, I'll give you an address and you can write to it, okay?
Okay.
9116
Okay.
Sunset Boulevard.
Okay.
Okay? That'll do it. All right.
Thank you very much for your call, Paula. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio, and we're having all kinds of fun playing with the equipment here a little bit.
My mic's gone off, has it?
Yeah, I think we've had a slight problem. I'll tell you while we're waiting here, it's 4:35, so why don't we take another time out for a commercial message?
I want that sinus medicine.
A headache tablet?
No, the sinus medicine that relieves headache and congestion. internal sinus pressure, and post-nasal drip.
You mean sign-off?
Exactly.
Compare Sign-Off to any other sinus tablet. You'll find no sinus tablet you can buy relieves more symptoms. When you take Sign-Off tablets, you get a full dose of pure aspirin plus a powerful sinus drainer to help sinus pain while you drain. And for the fastest known form of sinus congestion relief, there's Sign-Off Sinus Spray. Sineoff. Sign-Off. Take when needed, only as directed. Always insist on Sign-Off.
The sinus medicine that relieves headache and congestion, internal sinus pressure, and post-nasal drip.
You mean sign-off tablets?
Exactly. Sign-Off, the sinus medicines in the bright red box. Sineoff.
Okay, there went the bell, and right now let's fly for TWA. Olivia Newton-John. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, this is Cheryl from Burbank.
Okay, Cheryl.
I would like to ask you, I want to tell you, though, that I think you're really good, and I enjoy your music a lot. But I was wondering, did you enjoy performing with John Denver?
Oh, very much. Yes, he's fantastic. He's a great performer, and he's a very, very, very sweet person. He's exactly like he appears to be.
I'd also like to congratulate you on your music awards that you got.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Because you also did a single with John called Fly
Yes,
Away.
I did. Yeah, and that was actually a great privilege for me because I'd only met John once or twice, and he rang me up and said that he'd written a song, and he thought that he wrote it with me in mind. So I was very honoured to do that with him. It was fun.
Do you see any more working together?
I hope so. I hope we can work together in some concerts or something like that. It'd be nice.
I think a lot of your appeal, I think a lot of the John Denver appeal and a lot of the Olivia Newton-John appeal, is the audience-wise, is the same.
Yes.
Very wide and...
Yeah, that's why it would be nice if we could work together, I must say.
Okay. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Dana.
Hi, Dana.
And I want to know who you were influenced by when you were growing up.
Well, apart from my mum, I guess when I first started singing, it was Dionne Warwick and Joan Baez and Nina Simone and Nancy Wilson and Ray Charles. And because when I first started singing, folk music was very big, and they were the first people that I used to listen to. Plus, of course, the top 40 and things that were going on then.
And did you live in Australia?
I did. I lived in Australia from when I was 5 to when I was 16, and then I went back to live in England again for another 10 years.
Where in Australia?
In Melbourne.
Ah, that's where Helen Reddy's from.
That's right. Yeah.
Are you friends with her?
Yes, I am.
Ah, that's good.
Okay.
Her and you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for your call. I am woman. La-da-dum. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio.
Hello, this is Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, and Olivia, I'd like to say that you're really fantastic and attractive. And
thank you.
All the times I've seen you on TV, do you play any instrument?
Not that I'd let anyone see. I very badly play guitar and equally badly piano, and I play the recorder a little bit, but that's about it. Just enough to sort of write songs on, but not enough to play, not well enough to play in public.
Oh. Yeah, then do you have a band of some
I do.
type?
Yes, I do. In fact, I'm just rehearsing at the moment for my tour, and I've just got a new band together, which I'm really pleased about, because they're all Los Angeles musicians and really fine ones, and I have a vocal group, and I'm really looking forward to this.
How big a band do you have behind you?
I've got a 6-piece group and a 3-piece vocal group.
Okay. Now, when you travel to various places, though, I imagine you're going to need a string section, aren't you?
No, I take someone who plays synthesizer, which sounds like strings, and fills it out. To move that many people on a 40
can get to be expensive.
Stand would be too much of a
Yeah,
thing.
it sure would. Okay, does that answer it for you?
No, one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
When will it be your next TV appearance be?
Oh, my next TV appearance. Now you've got me. I can't think quite. I know that I'm doing a Mac Davis show sometime. Beg your pardon?
We've got Lee Kramer, the manager.
He's waving at me,
wiring
but I
through the wall.
can't.
Maybe I'll tell you what. Why don't we have Lee Kramer come in for a minute, or Paul Block, or somebody, and we'll be able to answer that question. Okay?
All right.
Thanks a lot for your observations and your questions. This is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Vanessa.
Hi.
Hi. And I wanted to know is Olivia's concerts, are they the same in Las Vegas?
You do a different show in Vegas than you do when you do a concert.
It's pretty much the same. I must say it's pretty much the same. But And a concert, I'll probably do a little more contemporary material, maybe a bit more off my albums, because in Vegas the audience is a little older at times, and they expect to hear different things. But basically I do the same show wherever I go, because the public doesn't vary all that much, but in Vegas it's a little more formal.
Oh, and I wanted to ask, do you know when you're going to be in Las Vegas?
No, I've already answered that actually, but I think it'll be the end of this year or early next year, okay?
Everybody wants her in Las Vegas, and so does the Riviera Hotel. Thank you very, very much for your call. I think Bill Harrow wants her in Tahoe, and I think the people in Los Angeles want her in L.A., and this is Bill Moran. We got her right here on Talk Radio 79. You're on the air. What is your name?
My name is Charles.
Okay. You got a question?
Yes.
Hello. Go ahead, sir.
Hello? Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
John.
Yes, speak. I hear you.
How tall are you?
How tall am I?
I'm one of your best fans. I don't know. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Oh.
In my stocking feet.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's my question.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the measurements. And this is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio.
I'm glad that's all you answered.
Yeah, with Olivia Newton-John. Go ahead.
It's a pleasure to speak with you, Olivia.
Thank you.
This is Mary Ann.
Hi, Mary Ann.
And I wondered if someone has material for you to sing.
Yes.
How do they negotiate presenting it to you?
Well, first of all, if you have a song that you'd like me to hear, first of all, it's very important, this is quite important actually, that you have the song registered in some way.
Absolutely, you got to protect yourself.
Because I'm not really allowed to listen to songs that haven't already been published or have some hold on them, because it can lead to complications for me. So first of all, you get the song registered or published in some way, and then you send it to my office with a note and a return address in case we want to use the song. The one thing I'd like to say is, for anyone that has sent me material, I must apologise if you're expecting to get the tapes and records back, but I get such a large volume that it would be almost impossible for me to do this. So if you send me something, send me a copy tape, like a cassette or something that can be disposable to you.
Where do you get it registered?
That's something Bill maybe could answer.
Well, I tell you, we got into that. You can actually have it, mailed to yourself, which is one good way of doing it. But you know what I would suggest you do for any questions relative to publishing when you write songs? I'd recommend you go down to the Song Registration Service, which is right on Hollywood Boulevard, and they're going to have seminars on every aspect of writing and publishing. So if you've got any questions pertinent to publishing, if you're a neophyte writer, I definitely recommend you attend those seminars, because they get into a lot of those technical areas.
Yeah, the only other thing I could say was, if you send me a song and you offer it to me for publishing, that's a different story. But if it just arrives just as a song with no publisher, then people can claim that you've copied their song and so forth. It's too involved.
Of course, most of the people, though, Olivia, that would submit a song to you that are neophyte writers would obviously not have the publishing, I would assume, on that.
Although a large percentage of them do.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it better to do it through you, directly through your office, or is it better maybe to go through MCA Records as your label?
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't make any difference.
Convenient to them.
Okay. Fine. Thank you very much for your call. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John, a red-hot Olivia Newton-John. The board reflects the sales. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, this is Bob, North Hollywood.
Hello, Bob.
Bill, I like your show. I think it's very informative.
Thank you.
And Olivia?
Yes?
Remember a year ago yesterday on another local station, which will be nameless, you had little comments about your songs all through the day and evening?
Yeah, I remember doing a show like that, yes.
St. Valentine's Day, yeah. Well, I live alone and had to work, so I set up 4 recorders and 3 timers, and I recorded 15 hours. And then many more hours, editing it so I could have your comments on the songs on one tape. Just tell you that...
Okay. Do you have a question for her?
Thank you very much.
Do you have a question as a fan?
May I ask a question?
Yes, sure. Go on.
Go ahead.
What sort of hang-up do you have on the name John, Olivia Newton-John? Now, I have nothing against the name John. That's my middle name. But about 15 of your biggest hits were written by John.
I see what you mean.
Denver,
That's
John
quite.
Rostill.
Yeah, it's just coincidence, actually. Maybe it seems to be the
John
lucky...
Cameron Swayze.
It seems to be the lucky name of the 70s, I guess. It's just coincidence. But now you mention it, my producer is John. I have John Denver, and John Rostill. Yeah, it's true. I have noticed that a few times, but it's just coincidence.
Well, if your name isn't John, you might as well forget it. I'm only kidding. Thank you very much for your call, sir. And right now, we're all hungry, so we're going to get some fried chicken.
Hello, Abe. Hello, George. You look sad, Abe. How come?
Okay, we're back, and that was the beautiful voice of Luke Cook there, who's sitting in the other studio, and we're going to go back on the lines. A reminder that we'll be preempted next week by Laker basketball and sports talk, but we'll be back in 2 Sundays. That's on the 29th of February, and we're going to have a red-hot show because we're going to invite you, the audience, to take a look at the 1976 Grammy Awards, and that should be a very interesting situation. One of our guests will be none other than Andy Williams, Mr. Moon River. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah.
And Olivia, this is Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hi. And I was just wondering, how many English albums did you record, and how would you get access to them? I've got a few, but I don't know.
English albums. I think I did 2, I think, and the rest of them were. I had one album out called "If Not For You."
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that one?
Yes.
And then I did the second album, I think, was just called Olivia, and that was out in America also.
I got that.
There's only one. Oh, and also I did an album called Long Live Love, which was a Eurovision medley. I did the Eurovision Song Contest for England, and the 6 songs that I sang in the contest were on an album. But the other 6 songs were on albums here, but the Eurovision songs have never been released in America, so they're probably the only 2 you haven't got.
Yeah, and I got First Impressions, too.
Oh, right, yeah. And that's a combination of other albums anyway, so...
Think they'll release any of those in the United States?
No, they haven't, I don't think.
Yeah, I've got a few, they show up in record stores once in a while,
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Oh.
they have a special they advertise, or
I
you
didn't
go
know
back and see.
In the hot record bin, right?
I must get one.
I'm
got
not
one.
going to comment on that.
Okay.
Oh, I would just like to know if you're going to do any Lennon and McCartney songs in your concert tour.
That's funny you should ask that. I did my first Lennon McCartney song that I've ever recorded, because up till now I always thought that everybody sings the Beatles and I wasn't going to do it. But on this next album that's coming out, I did Long and Winding Road.
Oh, good.
Which
it's been a while since it's been done.
I love that song, and I just hope that I might do it in the concert tour. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking of it.
Do you know the Beatles at all, Olivia?
I've met them.
You've
yeah,
met
I don't
them?
really know them, but I've met them a few times, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to go back to the phones with another call. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, this is Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, Olivia.
Not McCartney, is it?
What?
It's not McCartney. It's all right. Go on.
Yeah, have you ever had an offer to pose for Playboy?
I beg your pardon?
Have you ever had an offer to pose for Playboy?
I thought that's what you said. No, I haven't. I think they'd know that they'd be up against a dead end there.
I think so.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hefner, for your call. And a reminder, everybody, that 5 o'clock we'll have ABC News and Sports, and then at 5:10 we'll have Elmer Dills with his excellent restaurant program. And then he'll go right to Carol Hemingway time at 7, and Carol will take it right up to Religion on the Line, which he'll host at 10, and then Deborah at midnight. And I think that takes care of everybody until News Talk at 5 in the morning. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John. And don't forget her new single's called Come On Over. It'll be released on February 23rd, and then coming up on March 1, her brand new MCA album called Come On Over. My gosh, the same title. You're on the
I'll
air.
buy them both.
Hello.
I'll buy them both.
Oh,
Hello.
good.
My name is Sue.
Hi, Sue.
And Olivia, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
It's concerned to the layout you did in Glamour.
Yes.
Now they've got a picture of you. It's a little insert. You have a white dress with blue designs on it. Who made that dress?
Well, that is my girlfriend makes my clothes for me. She's a fantastic designer, and her name is Fleur Tamaya, and we are very good friends, and so she basically just makes my stage clothes, and she has made a few other artists as well, and her boyfriend, who's in Cotton Lloyd and Christian, do you know that group?
Yes.
Well, she made all their clothes, and she's rather brilliant, and I'm hoping that she'll expand one day and you'll be able to buy her stuff in the stores.
I hope so, because that dress is really beautiful and
Yeah, it
looks
is.
great on you.
Thank
Is
you
most
very
of your
much.
material that you wear custom clothes?
Most of it for stage, anyway. Yes.
Is custom clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your call as we move on from the fashion designing world to another call. Hello.
Hi, this is Russell.
Hi, Russell.
My hairstylist, his name is Arthur.
Yeah.
And he's got pictures of Olivia all over his office. and he said that he's one of your hairstylists. I was just wondering if he was.
Arthur Johns?
Yeah.
Yes, that's him. He does
Yeah.
my hair.
He's really good. I really
Yes,
like
he
him.
is. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very, very much. I wonder where John Peters is. Hello, this is Bill Moran, and you're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Yes, my name's Gary. and,
Hello, Gary.
I work at the studio where Olivia did the pre-record for the Music Awards show.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering how studio conscious you are, Olivia. As far as, do you stick around for mixdown? Do you have any say on what mic you use, stuff like that?
Well, you in recording?
Uh-huh.
Well, I trust my producer, I must say, pretty implicitly, and we've got to work together now so that he knows, the engineers know me and they know which mic I sound best on. My vocal performance I have complete control over. John listens to it, and if he doesn't like something, I'll do it again, but the final listening is down to me. But as far as the mixing goes, that's John's department, and I don't interfere with that.
So after the recording is done, you just split?
Yeah. I'd like to be there, but unfortunately the past 2 albums I haven't been allowed to stay in England that long. But maybe the next album I'll be able to stay a bit longer on.
Will you be doing any? Do you ever cut in Los Angeles?
I've never cut outside of England yet. I hope that I will maybe next time.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see you in Los Angeles cutting an album.
Okay,
Thank you very, very much.
See you the next show. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you for your call. This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio. I think you know who we're talking to.
Hello.
Hello.
This is John.
Hey, John.
What's going on?
Big John, what's your question?
Okay, I was wondering, are you going to have like a TV special on ABC sometime?
Yes, I am. It's coming out probably October, November time. I haven't made it yet, but that's when it's supposed to come out.
Oh, really? I thought it was something like February or March.
No, I wish it was. No, it's later on the year.
The network would like it then, but that's not when it's going to be. Thank you for your call, sir.
Thank you.
What will you be doing on the special?
I haven't decided. We're still tossing around ideas, and it's nothing. We haven't got a format worked out, or even the guest yet, so I'm not sure.
You're going to tape it here in Los Angeles?
It should be.
We'll be in L.A. Okay. We're on the air with Olivia Newton-John here on Talk Radio 79.
Hi, my name's Jane from Manhattan Beach.
Hi, Manhattan Beach.
I was just wondering, Olivia, when you're recording any songs, you know, like the romantic ones, like I Honestly Love You, are you thinking of anybody in particular?
Aha! You'll never know.
I know, because like when I heard that, you know, it really hit the spot.
Well, I think it's a bit of mind association with someone that you know, and a bit of acting comes into it as well, because you have to put yourself in the position. I mean, I don't know that I've ever been exactly in that position in that song, but I can imagine how someone feels when they are in that position. So it's a matter of combining the two together.
Right. I just wanted to say, you know, you're my brother's favorite, and my boyfriend's too, so...
You're still talking to me?
Huh?
You're still talking to me?
Yes, I am.
That's okay then. All right.
I really enjoy your music.
Thank you very much.
Say hello to your boyfriend for me, will you?
Huh?
Say hello to your boyfriend for me.
Okay, I will.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
This is Bill Moran. You're on KABC Talk Radio with Olivia Newton-John.
Hi, Olivia.
Hello.
I like your records a lot. I have a few of them.
Thank you.
Who do you think will win the Grammys?
Oh, in which category?
Music.
Well, you mean
it's
the
all
record
music. Which particular one? Do you know?
No.
I really don't know. I think they're all fine records, and I wouldn't like to put my money on any of them at the moment.
I'll tell you what, I'll make a prediction, and I think we'll be right, that the record of the year will be Love Will Keep Us Together by the Captain and Tennille.
Yeah, I think
And I think that the Album of the Year category is going to be very interesting. You've got some real stiff competition in there with Janis Ian up against Elton John and up against Paul Simon, some pretty heavy hitters. It's very difficult to figure out in answering the caller's question because the industry is doing the voting. And there's always a certain element of the cult involved in the voting, certain political favoritisms, among other things. So it's going to be very hard to figure out exactly what's going to happen, but something will happen. We'll know the result on February 28, and on February 29 right here we're going to talk about it. And gosh knows what we're going to have to really figure out in terms of how the voting went. I'm sure it'll be a lot different, Olivia, than the Dick Clark Awards, where in certain categories it will be. Of course, you're talking about a lot more categories too, and a lot more nominees. Yeah. Well, Olivia Newton-John, I guess it's certainly been fun sitting here, and I want to ask you a couple more questions before you go. What about Olivia Newton-John in terms of now the motion picture career has been brought up a lot by your callers. What type of scripts are you looking for?
I don't know. I guess it's something. It's like a song. You know it when you hear it, and with a script, I'll know it when I read it. Because I'm not a professional actress, it has got to be something that I feel is in tune with my personality, I guess, and that I'll be able to do quite naturally. And I don't know. I'll know it when I see it. I'd like to do a musical if possible, but they're very scarce.
You know, that's one of the biggest problems, that musical motion pictures, just for the most part, have not really made it. Liza Minnelli's films have done well,
yes,
and Barbra Streisand's films have done well, but even a red-hot actor like Burt Reynolds, who did a Cole Porter musical, that film didn't do too well.
No,
so the musical
you never know.
Yeah. I want to remind everybody, Olivia Newton-John will be going on tour. She'll be at the Anaheim Convention Center coming on March 23rd. Also, the brand new single coming out called Come On Over, and a brand new album out called Come On Over, which will be released on March 1. Olivia, I want to thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to be back in 2 weeks on the 29th with Andy Williams and the Grammy Awards from 1 to 3 p.m. right here on Talk Radio 79, Los Angeles. Okay, well, reminder that following ABC News and Sports, we are going to have Elmer Dills right up until Carol Hemingway time at 7 o'clock. And then tonight at 10, we're going to have Religion on the Line.